Yeah, I think we're good to go.
It was lovely because when I was back home here, there wasn't much Gael, there's not much really emphasis on it. But when I went up there, I was so surprised the welcoming I got. Kind of, if you have Irish, and how they're proud as well.
Yeah.
You know, there's no kind of silently speaking in the corner. It's whole room dedicated to this.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, that's
and
fantastic.
There's loads of hurling and football mad up there.
Yeah.
There's a couple of there's hurling training on Tuesdays. And when is the football's
Are they training on campus?
On the campus.
On campus.
On the campus, yeah.
Perfect.
They have actually a match coming up soon enough now.
Very good, very good. And you go up by bus then to Limerick, is it?
I've various different lifts up. Yeah, I do. I can get the bus.
Right.
55 bus up.
And then you walk. We're walking this from the college to the school, to the university.
Literally, from the school, 10 minutes.
Right.
10 minutes up to the college. That's how it is. But normally now I bunk in with lifts from other people. There'll be a couple of fellas I met and all.
Yeah, ideal.
So I'll be handier again.
Ideal.
The luggage.
And Cian say over then in the Netherlands, obviously there won't be Irish speaking clubs more than likely, and probably not hurling and football. No. So what kind of are you doing any, or what's available to you? Or
there is small clubs like that. Say it's on. No, it's some word in Dutch.
Right. Okay.
But they do extracurricular activities outside of school. They go around Enschede, and showing you landmarks.
Very good.
Like
yeah.
I can't remember the word now. Some long Dutch word.
And are you playing anything over there? Like
no, there's the closest GA club is in Groningen.
Right.
So that's 2 hours north from me.
Right. Okay. So
you can't really.
Yeah. Look, you'll be playing GA for a long time yet, I suppose. You know.
Big self final tomorrow.
Yeah. But say then obviously you flew over back for this weekend. Yeah. So you flew from, where do you fly from in the Netherlands then?
Flew from Amsterdam.
Flew from Amsterdam.
Yeah.
Schiphol Airport, right? And when you're based in the city, I won't try to pronounce it.
Yeah.
How do you get, say, are you much far away from the college, or how do you get to it? Or
so what mainly is used in Enschede, so in that city, is cycling.
Right.
So
massive in the Netherlands, isn't it?
Massive, yeah. So rarely, every day, you probably see about 4 or 5 cars. Yeah. Everyone else is cycling.
Right. That's fantastic in a way, like, you know. And I suppose how what's the weather like over there? Because I think if I love to cycle to work and be green, and you know, but like it's going to be wet a lot.
Yeah.
Would it be similar over there? I suppose, isn't it?
Same as Ireland.
Yeah. But they're just culture. Their culture is that you get on the bike, like, and
push.
Right. And you cycle.
I cycle 10 minutes from my apartment to the college.
So you're keeping fit for the South Final tomorrow. So on the
exactly.
bike. Good stuff.
Even the food side of it, even Cian was telling me about his canteen and all, different foods over there, things like that.
What kind of, say, you don't go in and get your chicken fillet roll, like, do you? Or?
No, I'm missing chicken fillet roll. They're very big on pesto.
Right.
And ham and pineapple in rolls.
Really?
Yeah, it's not nice. But,
well, I'd be a big fan of ham and pineapple on a pizza now, so maybe I might. It's not pleasant.
No, but it's nice now. It's very similar to Ireland in terms of food, but the hardest thing, say, if you go to a restaurant, is the language barrier.
So, of course.
Google Translate is very handy.
You just hold the phone up.
Hold the phone.
And would you have picked up any Dutch words or phrases or anything?
Not much Dutch now, but there's a few guys in my class from Germany, Korea, Norway.
Is there? So there's so you were saying there's 92 students.
92 students.
International students.
Yeah. So.
And from everywhere in the world, basically.
Greece,
really?
America.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's a great experience, like, you know.
It's very good experience.
And also the chicken burgers.
Kip burger.
Kip burger.
Kip is
so you know the essentials.
Kip is chicken. Yeah.
Very good. And say you did mention there that you're hoping to, because you're on the continent essentially, you're hoping to get to maybe 1 or 2 sporting events, because you can just hop on a train and go, as opposed to here having to fly or whatever.
Yeah.
And say what would be the target? What would you be hoping to get to?
Well, I'd be hoping to get to a few Borussia Dortmund games.
Yeah.
So I go across the Germany border.
Yeah.
It's about 10 minutes on a train.
And they're apparently, to experience a home game in their stadium is fantastic. There's this big, I think they call it the yellow wall behind the goal, or behind the goal. That, and I know 1 or 2 lads that have went, and they said it was just amazing atmosphere, like, you know. So yeah, Jesus, if you
Yes.
can do.
There's a small, I wouldn't say small now. It's a FC20 is
Yeah.
what it's called. So there's 6 in the Eredivisie
Yeah.
league. So I'm hoping to go see them versus Ajax in December.
And have you any idea how much tickets would cost? Have you looked into
I
that
think
yet?
they're 30 or 40 euro.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think the way when you talk about average attendances across Europe, the soccer matches and all, I think Germany have massive attendances, but I think they keep their ticket prices very affordable, which obviously brings, so it's like a local going watching Keir Park play, well, not the Keir Park, but they probably wouldn't be in the Bundesliga, but maybe the second one behind it.
Yeah.
But like, it's your local team is accessible, which is, I think it's fantastic. Like, I think it really is. And it's a model that would do well if it could be adapted elsewhere, although I know logistically it would be difficult. But yeah, so that's it.
I'm planning on going over myself to visit him.
Yeah, you should.
When I get the holidays now to Christmas, he said I'd love it. There's a couple of little places. What did you tell me about? He said I'd love kind of the windmill place, and they've all like old fashioned stuff.
The Hague. So the Hague is it's under sea level.
Yeah,
So
I've heard about it. Alright.
It's like Artfinnan.
Yeah.
You go down to a valley, and you look up, and you can see the ocean above you.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Right.
Um,
I'd probably be a bit uncomfortable.
Freak out,
now,
yeah.
I'd have the armbands on just in case.
Yeah. You look up and you see the ocean. It's meant to be very nice.
Yeah, like one thing they say about the Netherlands, like with the flat, that there's times you go out and you can just see for miles, and it's just beautiful
Yeah.
green land and the windmills, and the kind of traditional style windmills that they have there, like in all is, like if you go here, you'll see your big huge wind turbines, like they're not quite as pretty as the old school windmills, and obviously I'd imagine there's a lot of canals as well, isn't there, in the Netherlands?
A lot of canals, yeah.
Yeah. And would they be, say, kind of recreational, that you would buy a, what's the name of the boat you put in the canal? The big long, what's the name of them now? I can't think of it, but would it be kind of that you'd buy one and you'd have it and you could just travel on it and cruise, or do they still use it kind of industry wise, or do you know? You probably, like, it's not something that you would have researched when you were over there.
It's not where I am now. It'd be more, say, to the west.
Over to the west coast.
Around Amsterdam and The Hague.
Yeah.
Near Rotterdam, mainly.
Near Rotterdam, yeah.
Yeah.
Because Rotterdam, I think, is one of the biggest, if not the biggest, shipping port in Europe, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, barge is the name of the word. And that, I remember that. Barge. Yeah, so look at lads.
But we're even just saying there as well about the difference in money and the prices of, let's say, food over there in comparison to here.
Yeah,
for students.
It's very cheap.
Is it?
It's very cheap, yeah. Now Germany's meant to be a lot cheaper.
Right.
So in terms of fuel and stuff,
yeah.
it's a lot cheaper. But in terms of groceries a week, I go to Lidl or Aldi. About €35 a week for
keeps you going.
A lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Say food over there is very. You might get a steak for €10 or €11.
Yeah.
So stuff that keeps you going for a full day.
And like, I suppose one thing that would I'd have a query with, like, so as you mentioned, you're in Limerick team, but you've a lot of, like, there's a bunch from here that have gone down with you the first and all, like, would you, like, as an 18-year-old heading to the continent, Keane, would you have been kind of homesick, for want of a better word, at any stage, like, or would you be nervy about going, or?
No. From the minute I went, the hardest part was definitely, say, the week before I left. In terms of leaving family.
Yeah.
But when I was over there, see, I've had experience of travelling.
Yeah.
Say throughout secondary school.
Yeah.
So it was kind of